Do your study habits feel like literal garbage? You procrastinate, get distracted by everything, and burn out constantly. But what if the secret to an academic weapon was hidden in a K-drama? This is Nam Ha Neul from Doctor Slump. She's a literal study machine who became a top doctor. Ever since she was a kid, she spent every waking second studying, turning school into her entire life. The show kicks off with her as this brilliant doctor, but the flashbacks show you the insane price she paid. She had 0 friends and 0 life outside the library. And then there's the average student. Your desk is a complete disaster zone of half-finished assignments and 17 coffee mugs. You have a gigantic final project due, and your focus is completely gone. You're trapped in a nightmare loop of stress and failure. So, here's a crazy idea. What if you tried to study exactly like Ha Neul? You cannot deny her methods are ridiculously powerful. The real question is, can you use that insane intensity without the crash? Today, we are going to dissect her insane study routine, from time harvesting to 100% deep work, to see if you can unlock a new level of genius without completely crashing and burning. Let's find out. To study like Nam Ha Neul, you have to follow her insane rules. First, Ha Neul had a schedule for everything. So to make this work, you need a schedule so rigid it hurts. We're setting an alarm for 6:30 a.m. every single day. Study blocks are not optional. Second, use every single spare second to learn. You're reviewing notes while your coffee brews, you're listening to a lecture while you walk. Every minute is a chance to level up. No more mindless scrolling, ever. Third, when Ha Neul studied, she was completely locked in. No phone, no distractions, just pure focus. We're copying this with 50-minute deep work sprints followed by 10-minute breaks. And during those 50 minutes, your phone is in another room on silent. We're also adding a dopamine detox for the first 2 hours of every day. No phone, no notifications, just getting straight to the most important task. The goal is to literally rewire your brain to make studying feel fun again. Number 4, Ha Neul used her rivals to push herself harder. She didn't just study to pass, she trained like she was competing for a gold medal. To do this, you're going to find a rival, someone in your class who is an absolute beast. You're going to frame your work as trying to match or destroy their level of quality. It's not about them, it's about using them as a benchmark to make you better. And finally, the most important and dangerous rule: embrace the grind. Ha Neul's story is a giant warning sign that grinding 24/7 leads to burnout. This is her biggest mistake. The key is to see how far you can push the intensity before you hit that wall and use strategic breaks to make this last. This is the tightrope we'll be walking. The journey: brilliance or burnout? The first few days will be actual torture. Waking up at 6:30 a.m. will feel physically wrong. The dopamine detox will be even harder. Your hand will literally twitch for your phone, needing that hit of notifications, but you have to refuse. For the first 2 hours, your brain will feel like it's moving through mud, a crazy reminder of how addicted we are to our phones. The first 50-minute deep work session will be a game changer. You'll catch yourself daydreaming and making grocery lists in your head. Having your phone in another room will feel like you lost a limb. By the end of day 2, you will have finished more focused work than in the entire last week, but you will be destroyed. Your brain won't just feel tired, it will feel sore. The constant time harvesting will leave you with 0 mental downtime. You'll go to bed feeling like you've won, but dreading that 6:30 alarm. Phase 2, the midpoint turning point. Around day 3, you will hit a wall. You'll wake up feeling hungover from all the discipline, all motivation will be gone. You'll just want to quit. During one 50-minute block, you might just stare at a single paragraph, reading the same sentence over and over, while literally nothing sinks in. Your focus will be shattered. This is exactly the burnout Ha Neul went through. The pressure and the competitive mindset will start to feel toxic. You will feel miserable. On the evening of day 4, you might be ready to give up. You'll feel stressed, the project will seem impossible, and you'll be done. You have to realize that Ha Neul's story isn't just about overworking. Her depression was a perfect storm of burnout, grief, and betrayal. Her biggest strength, her insane drive, was also her biggest weakness. If you keep going like this, you will fail. So you have to make a huge change. You have to use the fifth principle, strategic recovery. Take a full hour off. No phone, no flashcards. Just go for a long walk and let your mind do nothing. It will feel like cheating, but it is survival. Phase 3, the breakthrough. That 1 hour of rest will literally change everything. On day 5, you'll wake up feeling different. The brain fog will be gone. The morning dopamine detox will feel less like a punishment. When you sit down for the first 50-minute deep work session, something will have clicked. The focus will be back. The words on the page will actually make sense. It's like giving your brain a break allowed it to process all the information you had been force-feeding it. This is when you can truly understand how to use a rival. You'll look at your rival's past work, not with jealousy, but with pure strategy. Your project will stop being a chore and start feeling like a real-world challenge. By day 6, you will be in a state of flow you haven't been in for years. The 50-10 cycle will feel automatic. Time harvesting will feel smart, not desperate. You won't be forcing yourself to work anymore. You'll be completely locked in. You'll be on track to finish the entire research phase of your project and outline the whole thing. You will feel unstoppable, not just because you're productive, but because you stared burnout in the face and won. By the final day, you might wake up before your alarm. The routine will become second nature. You could complete the first draft of an entire project, something that might have taken 2 more weeks. The amount of work done will be insane, but it's the quality that will be shocking. The focused, zero-distraction sessions let you connect ideas in ways a normal, broken study style never could. Looking back, the process is an absolute roller coaster. It starts by blindly copying Ha Neul's intensity, which drives you straight into a wall. It's only when you apply the biggest lesson from her story, that rest is absolutely essential, that the routine becomes not just possible, but unbelievably effective. The goal isn't brilliance versus burnout anymore. It's about finding the perfect balance between them. So, is Nam Ha Neul's insane discipline the secret to genius-level results? Yes and no. Copying her entire sleepless robotic routine is a direct path to burning out, just like in the drama. It's impossible to sustain, and it's unhealthy. However, breaking down her methods gives you some of the most powerful productivity tools anyone can use. Ultimately, you don't have to become a relentless study machine to win. The real secret is to study like a warrior preparing for battle, with intensity, with strategy, and with the wisdom to know that even warriors have to rest. By taking the best of Nam Ha Neul's discipline and mixing it with real self-care, you can build a system that leads to sustainable success, not a depressing slump. This is Peak Razor. Let's build productivity systems that win daily.